YouTube, what's up? Okay, so Ironide Gaming, the community. What is Ironide Gaming? Ironide Gaming is a community. We're a community of casual and competitive gamers. The community, Ironide community, is amazing. It's a place where we all meet, have a joke, fuck around some. The banter is real. It's where we share clips, make lobbies. It's cool. It's cool. We just gotta stay active. You know who you are. Stay active. The competitive scene. It's hard for a new organisation to find serious players who are dedicated. Everyone wants something. That's fine. We all want something. I wouldn't have made Ironide Gaming if I didn't want something. We all want something. That's cool. We've got to be dedicated. You know, roster fucking hopping here and there. It ain't gonna work for no one. Not you, not me. So we're currently looking for two players, 18 plus, PS4. We want to qualify for Worlds. Yeah, we got two real serious players, Nacy and Matt Geordie. Matt Geordie is the co-owner. He's also a player. He's got serious potential. Nacy is just a beast. He's just a beast. So, you know, I ain't got to say nothing about him. Dedicated to fucking Boo. He's been with us since the beginning. Been with us since pretty much day one. He's still here grinding out, looking for the right team. Dedication. So we're looking for two. Trying to recruit one. I think you know who you are. You know, I've been on at you for a long time, beating good teams, so let's see what happens there. United States. So ever since the beginning, I mentioned the community. We've got people from around the world. We've got Australia, New Zealand. I think we've got New Zealand. We've got Australia anyway. We've got people from around the EU, and we've got the States. So yeah, so in one of our US teams, I say one of our US teams, we did have another team, but some fucking knobhead went and committed a federal offence, fucked somebody's account over, changed the details, even changed their Twitter name to whatever the name of the account was, so they just got dropped. Fuck off. So yes, we've got a US team, and they got real potential. You know, there's Brandon, Ty, Alec, and Garrett. You know, so and they're doing real well. They're doing real well. They're dedicated and they're loyal, and they've been part of the community for quite a while. And you know, I've given them the name Ironide Ignite. So we've got for the Call of Duty teams, we've got Onyx and Ignite. Ironide Onyx, Ironide Ignite. So that's EU and US. Ironide Onyx EU, Ironide Onyx US. And the same for Ignite. So I've given them the title Ironide Ignite US. Not because they're the best team, but because they're the most dedicated team. Simple as that. You know, yeah, I want the best teams possible, but I also want the most dedicated teams possible. Okay, lands. Most of you, no, some of you watching this now will know that we had a team that went to EGL. Not the team, you know, the team was made of some real nice characters, but we flopped it. You know, we lost, you know, we lost our first two series, so gone. You know, we real good games. You know, we had Chris Trout, you know, big name in the EU scene for you know, casting and YouTube. Real nice lad. Bites, you know, unknown. You probably don't know who Bites is, but fuck, that guy's a god on the triggers. You know, there's two in. They're dead. Yeah. Free piece. Oh baby, a triple. You know, you know, he's a fucking beast. You know, and I said, you know, get a PS4. Nah, I'm not gonna get a PS4. You know, why not? I'm not 18. Or would you have got a PS4 if they had moved to PS4, but they weren't saying you had to be 18 for World League? Ooh. Or what if I could get you a PS4? Ooh. So, no Bites, no Chris Trout, because Chris is off trying to sort some stuff out for himself, you know, for his career. You know, and his career is casting, editing, you know, all that, you know, behind the scenes admin stuff. Then there was Virus, Liam Virus, real nice lad. You know, he's looking for a team now, and he's worth picking up. So if any of you want to pick him up, you fucking pick him up. As he's Virus. Let me just check. One second. All right. So we've got. Yeah, so he's at Virus LMR, you know, and he was dropping big numbers, you know, and he's worth looking at. And then the fourth was Gfinms, one of the admins at Gfinity, respected player, you know, respected to the point where one of the teams at EGL actually named their team Emily Jones, you know, her name, which I thought was fucking hilarious. But what happened. Flopped the first 2 games, so we're gone. You know, last, along with all the others who lost their first 2 games. It is what it is. You know, I mean, we got the jerseys. You know, where's the jerseys? Got the jerseys. There it is. You know, we got the jerseys. We represented well. You know, met some cool people, but flopped it. Anyway, yeah, I vape. So that's the team. So yeah, we're looking for 2. You know, at the end of all that run, we're looking for 2. Blakey, come join us, and you know, if you are a beast, or you think you can beat some of the top in the EU, come hit us up. You know, hit me up, and I'll get you some scrims with us, and we'll see where it goes. So community competitive, streaming YouTube. Okay, so dedicated streamers with either a substantial following or creating A1 content, beast content. You know, we got to get that channel live. Fuck, what's your schedule? Live, 24/7. You know, all corners of the globe. That's how we're going to get it going. 24/7. We're international anyway. You know, we got slots to fill. Let's get that done. The YouTube, obviously, we want quality content. You know, we host you on our channel. All credit to you. You know, if you've got an A1 bid, you know, we'll pay you for it, and we'll host it on our channel on a playlist which is named after you, and we'll get busy like that. Let's get the channel going. Let's get you going. Let's just fucking make some money, which will take time. Expansion. Where are we going? We've got Call of Duty. We did have a Rocket League team under contract. That didn't work. But yeah, we're going to expand. We've got a Halo team. They're just trying to make a name for themselves. You know, foot in the door and shit. They're a good team, real good team. Yeah, yeah, real good team. I wish I could see the chat more alive, but it is what it is. You know, I'm just hoping that they're walking on their own 2 feet, just like that. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with them. You know, real good lads. Ask a lot of questions, which is good. But we're definitely looking into other esports. You know, what we're looking into? We're looking into CS, Rocket League, LOL, Dota, you know, the lot, Smite, the lot. Broad shit, broad spectrum. I'm all ears, you know. You think you got what it takes? HMU, hit me up, you know, I can't sit here and tell you that I can put my heart and soul and every dying, waking, living, sleeping minute into sorting your team out. You know, you got to be able to walk on your own. You know, I'm here, we're here, me, Mad Geordie, Oaks, we're here. We're here to help you with everything we can, when we can. But you got to be able to motivate yourselves. You know, stick on the rocking chain, go run up some steps and shit. You got to be able to motivate yourselves and put the work in. Dedication is key. Look at Nacy. Nacy is a fucking beast. He could have gone and fucked off and got on some other team, but he's been here since day one, nearly day one. Grinding, looking for that team. You know, the day which we found out that so we got to move to PS4. What did he do? Yeah, I'm getting a PS4. Boom, done. But like I said, I'm all ears. That's like a cat. Yeah, if you think you've got what it takes, you think you're some of the best in the EU, come hit me up. Apparel. We got that apparel. So we started the apparel line. Let's get serious. We started the apparel line. Can't even talk now. So at Gamers Gear, www.gamersgeareu.com, or in the States or anywhere else in the world, www.gamersgearus.com. And that is going to be moving fast. New apparel every season. So make sure you get what you like before it goes. Because I doubt it'll come back in May, but it'll be a long time before it comes back. So what's out now may not be there in springtime. And remember, use that Ironide code, IRONIDE. Use it. Get that 5% off. And remember, keep checking back. Gamers Gear. Boom. Big respect for Luke at Gamers Gear. You know, a lot of time for Luke. He's been on the ball. Yeah, big respect. Okay, advertisement. This shit's important. This shit's like, get a pen and paper, decide what you're doing, fucking stick to it. You know, you've got to advertise. You've got to advertise yourselves, and you've got to advertise your sponsors. Simple as that. Simple. I'll say, yeah, this shit's important, but we haven't been doing it as well as we haven't been doing as well with it recently as we were. You know, I was there 2 tweets for each sponsor, affiliate or sponsor, 2 tweets a day. You know, with our link or our code. You know, with their ads. You know, advertising, but it wasn't top notch. You know, we need to be top notch on the ball. But we're working on something big. Huge shout out. Huge shout out. Huge shout out to Brandon. See you, brother. you know, coming up with those concepts and saving me a huge amount of time, which is, you know, I've got to find these efficiencies, I've got to be able to delegate properly, and Brandon, you stepped up, bro. Big respect. I won't forget it. What's next? Website. We built the website, to other Brandon, big respect. We built the website, and yeah, it was great. It is great, but I just haven't had the time to keep updating it. Again, probably poor time management, but yeah, it's up and running, but it needs work. It needs a lot of work. So more news on that soon. I promise more news and big changes. And boom, the big one. Well, not the big one, but yeah, I've got the big one. We're building an app. Okay, so this is firstly, it's for the Ironide community members and team members. So we're developing an app. Skype is great and all that, but for some reason, we don't get as much engagement on Skype as we did on our old chat platform. Kick. So the app is going to have a dedicated server, so we can have our own community and team chats on the app. And there'll be a section for our giveaways and team news, etc., etc., etc. It's all going to be there, one place. Android, iPhone, all there. Boom, done. Free. Boom, boom, boom. So we're really looking forward to that one. Okay, so that's all. Not all. That's, you know, a bit of a roundup. Okay, I might as well mention this. Ironide gaming events. Okay, so we have started looking into and planning an event for next year, and it's a broad spectrum gaming event. You know, we're talking LAN, retro LANs, next gen LANs, let's play areas, retro gaming zones, cosplay, chat panels, signings, photo ops, virtual reality stations. The list goes on and on. Money, expensive shit. Website, expensive shit. Expensive shit. Events, expensive shit. And more, you know, the website, the app, the event, the first of many events. On top of that, seeing as we're talking about money, we are looking to acquire with a lot of hard work. Because this shit, you don't just walk up to someone and say, "Hey man, can I have some of your money?" With a lot of work, we're looking to acquire what's been estimated at probably 400k, and that is for the website, the app, the event, and also player wages. Now these player wages ain't just going to go to any old, you know, son of a gun thinks he can shoot and shit. Nah, we are looking to get player wages for the best players in the EU and the best players in the US, you know, and to be able to provide, you know, a working, a living wage for you if you are the best and you want to come on and represent. And on top of that, so let's say that, you know, let's say you're in the EU and you are getting paid by Ironide game to game. It would be based on 30 hours a week, minimum wage. Okay, and then on top of that, all your tournament entries, full funding, the works. So that would be 10,500 a year to sit in your chair and that, yeah, you know, 10,500 to game, to compete. You know, I'm looking at getting the best players and allowing them to do what they love for Ironide Gaming. So you're saying, well, 400,000 for 400k. But we want a team house, don't we? You've got to get a team house. You've got to have management, staff, team house, player wages, the website, app, the events, the advertising. The list goes on. You know, I need to be able to put my full working day into Ironide Gaming, and I can't do that unless I can provide for my family. You know, like, you know, should I show you over there? Like, toys, playmat and shit. You know, I got kids. You know, I got 2 kids, and I got 1 on the way. You know, I got to provide, so therefore I'm looking for a wage for myself as well. But we're not going to get that just by saying, yeah, look, we're Ironide Gaming. We're gonna put your shit on eBay. Give us some money. Doesn't work like that. You know. But as much as it's like, yeah, we're looking for money, we are looking seriously at getting investment, and we have possibilities. So if you are willing to come on and scrim with us, you know, we're looking for 2, remember, we're looking for 2. If you're willing and able and dedicated, this time next year, who knows, maybe even before. I suppose a little bit about me. So, I'm Jack, Intrinzick. I founded Ironide Gaming with Oaks, Dean, and some other kid who just turned out to be a liar. So, bye-bye. So yeah, so me, Intrinzick, Dean, Oaks, and then we brought on Matt Geordie because he's a legend. He's a cool kid. No, he's not 18 yet. He's coming up 18, but he is dedicated, and you know, he wanted to join us as an owner. So we all go 3 ways in on all the expenses. He's a player, so I don't give him massive responsibilities because players shouldn't have to manage. It just doesn't work. So yeah, so me, Intrinzick, I got a wife. If you like it, then you should put a ring. If you like it, then you should put a ring. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, got a wife. 2 kids, love them to pieces. 1 on the way, little Christopher, still in the belly. Yeah, so my first son is born with a mad disease, which resulted in needing a liver transplant, which I donated to him, which is boom. Hold on, let me see if I can get you a picture. So yeah, so we were in hospital for the first year of his life. Got home on 15th of December. You know, we had Christmas on the 25th of January that year. You know, we didn't have Christmas when we were supposed to have Christmas. So just because I love this fucking picture. There's can you see that? There's me and my boy the day after the operation. Boom. Saved his life and shit. Yeah, so my time is split between a business which I run from home, Ironide Gaming, and my family. Not in that order. Family, business, Ironide Gaming. I'm part of Rotary Club. If you don't know what Rotary Club is, look it up. You know, I'm a proud fundraiser for the Children's Liver Disease Foundation. I do talking newspaper for the blind, which I'm doing tomorrow. You know, I help set up the bonfire night for our town I do what I can. But I want to be able to put in more time to Ironide Gaming. So come support us. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to join us, hit me up on Twitter, Ironide Gaming Co. at Ironide Gaming Co. IRONIDE Gaming Co. Peace.